I welcome you all to another session of Thoughts on Education. And on this very special day, I feel really honored to welcome Mr. Dr. Kishor Otari, Principal of Navashyadri Institute of Pharmacy. So, welcome you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, sir. Just a second. So, without any further delay, let's get into the interview. So, sir, you have held a key position at the education institutes throughout your professional career. So, what are the key factors which keeps you connected with the educational sector, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Now, currently, it is definitely key position as a principal in an educational institute like Navashyadri Institute of Pharmacy. While working in the education sector, it is very important to work on the student-centric manner. So that is a key factor that is important to be connected in education sector. So we have to work in education sector as a student-centric manner. So we are concentrating on overall development of the students in respect of education. That means their teaching and personal development also.
Yes, sir. So, being a dignitary of a college, what is your philosophy on leadership and how would you describe your leadership style, sir?
Yes. Basically, when the point of leadership comes, it is I define leadership as a freedom of work. Freedom of work for our colleagues. When I'm working as a leader of the institute, I have to give full freedom for my staff, my colleagues to work and implement their own ideas rather than implementing the ideas of others. So that will give a better output from their work. That is very important. So I define this leadership as a freedom of work for the colleagues.
Yes, sir. So when you see the education system in India and foreign countries are entirely different, and in your experience, what can an inbound student gain by studying in your institute?
Yes, it is definitely different education culture in our country and foreign countries is totally different. Now, while we are seeing the current situation, current scenario of education system, then we are just giving a knowledge or book-oriented teaching, and that is not occurred in the foreign countries. Now, here in our institute, we are trying to give students beyond the knowledge, beyond the books, by increasing their skills, practical skills, increasing their practical knowledge, and how that textbook knowledge, theoretical knowledge, they can implement in industry or in profession. So that me and my faculties team, they are implementing more and more, they focus more and more on their overall development to increase their skills, practical skills, which is very, very important as far as industry is concerned, as far as professional career is concerned. So we are focusing on that development of that skills and knowledge for the students. And that is the main factor that differentiate from my institute from other institutes.
Yes, sir. So what do you think is your roles and responsibilities to the institute as well as the students are?
So as you have asked me the question of leadership, it is as a principal head of the institute, my responsibility becomes towards various directions, in the direction of student, in the direction of faculties, in the direction of management, in the direction of other stakeholders which are related to the institute. In case of institute, my responsibility is to get an admissions, more and more admissions of you can say capable students, meritorious students. so that they can get and more information, knowledge. They can acquire the knowledge of the pharmacy profession, so that the branding of the institute will develop. And I'm interested to develop the institute beyond the this boundaries, so that more and more students will get benefited. This is in terms of institute development. It is horizontal development as well as vertical development. Horizontal development, that means increasing the course, various courses and various things. And vertical development, that means this. Currently we are we are working with D pharmacy and B pharmacy. Now we are trying to expand this to B Pharm and PhD courses. So this is vertical development in view of institutional responsibilities I'm planning for. This is my role to develop that institute. As far as students are concerned, as already I have told you, that it is very important to develop student psychology in terms of getting not only the knowledge, not only the grades. They should acquire the skills, practical skills, and overall personality development, which is very, very important for currently coming students. They are very coming in various backgrounds, so they need to develop their practical skills and personal skills, so that they will get absorbed in the professional environment or industries. So that is my responsibility towards the institute and the students for their future career.
Yes, sir. So when you first became a part of Navashyadri Institute of Pharmacy, what was your vision for the college, and has it evolved over time, and how far along in implementing that vision are you?
Yes. Basically, when our institute has started in 2017, we have started with pharmacy course. My organization, Navashyadri Education Society, is started in 2010 with engineering courses. In 2017, we have started a pharmacy course. And when I have joined Navashyadri Institute in 2017, I have made my plans for eventual 10 years in different phases, because the institute was just entering in the starting the course. So it is a first batch which is entered in the 2017. Now currently I am in my first batch is in last year of the B pharmacy course. So that batch will get passed out now this year. So eventually I have to plan for the increase in you can say natural growth of the institute. That was my first vision, to develop the institute for the natural growth till the first batch pass out, and then now it is now this phase is going to end, and after that I'm planning to develop this institute in a manner to be a competitive with the other institutes, so that various aspects are there in my vision. For example, fetch various industries in campus to set up their laboratories in the research area. Then placement of my students in the various bigger industries, so that the institute name will be developed and grown in the professional environment. So that would be the vision. Next 5 years would be for the branding of the institute in various aspects, not only in education or teaching or getting the students with higher grades, but fetching the funds, increasing the research environment, then developing the various kinds of laboratories. This would be the very important aspect of giving students, giving the background, industrial background to the students. So that I am planning for. For example, when we go for this incubation center. So in incubation center, the students will get industry environment, and according to the need of industry, they get developed during the course of study. So setup of incubation center is very important aspect for for the institute, and that would be my vision for the next 5 years. So it will the vision will change accordingly. The development occurs. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So, what would you like to be? What would you like to know that something which people do not know about your institute, sir?
Yes. See, whatever the things students and parents or people, general people, see at a first sight as an institute is an institute infrastructure. Whenever they enter into the college, first time, they see only infrastructure, internal system, they are not knowing how the institute is running and what the institute is doing for the students' development. So, it is very important for the students and parents to get the information of what is the work culture of the institute as far as students' development is concerned. By observing only the infrastructure and taking this admissions to various institutes, it is not important. So, how institute is working, how the institute is taking efforts to the students for getting betterment in their educational career, for getting a better future career, professional career, that is important. And that things we are doing currently here in our institute. So along with teaching, traditional teaching, you can say, as per the university syllabus, what we have to conduct actually for the, as far as examinations are concerned, that is important to get students should get passed from that examinations. But along with these examination studies, it is very important to give the background to the students about industry, because eventually the students will go to the industry or professional career with this basic knowledge. So now currently in this competitive scenario, it is very, very important that students should be ready for industry. And for that purpose, we have, as an institute, we have to give that background to the student in the institute, and that currently we are doing in our institute, and that is very important aspect as far as student development is concerned, and that is different from other institutes what they are doing.
Yes, sir.
And
So,
that
what?
people concerned with the institute or new people coming in the institute, they should get known about these factors. What we are doing extra for their career, future career development, not educational career development. For educational career development, we are bound to do those things, taking theory lectures and practical classes. This is a routine for all institutes. But beyond that, the institute is working for the students for their better career, personality development, and career development, practical skill development. Even for their, you can say, disciplinary development is also important for students. And on those aspects, we are working that the students and parents should get known about.
Yes, sir. So, what according to you is the greatest challenges for both educational sector as well as for your institute, sir?
Yes. Now, as we are currently in higher education and professional education sector, the biggest challenge is the approach of the students. If we see when students get passed from 10th and 12th, they do studies by just mugging up the things. When they enter in the professional education, technical education, higher education, they are trying to mug up the things. And this particular psychology of the students need to be changed. And eventually, we are trying to change the psychology when they enter in first year of the class. We change this eventually till they enter into the second year of the class, so that they acquire the knowledge and not only get the knowledge for as an exam, getting passing from the examination or exam oriented knowledge. They should get that theoretical knowledge or practical knowledge for acquiring the skills and knowledge. So that knowledge and skills they will remember forever in their professional career or their life. That is very important, and that is very challenging to convert the psychology of the student from just passing the examination for getting the knowledge or studying for just the examination and studying for the getting knowledge. So this conversion, this change of psychology is very important, and we are working on that particular base for newcomers. So this is very tough challenge in the students in general higher education. If we see as in general, in case of specifically saying in concern with my institute, the students coming in the our institute are from various backgrounds, from rural areas, from city areas, from various corners of the India. The students are coming in our institute. So we have to make the environment better environment, comfortable environment for the students in our institute. That is very challenging aspect, to connect the students from their psychology to the new aspects of the industry.
Yes,
that is very
important. Yes, sir. So finally, any suggestion which you would like to give to the current youths and aspiring students, sir?
Yes. My suggestion to this current youth or aspiring students, that would be again, they should work on, they should plan for their future career from even 11th, 12th. Now, if we see current scenario, then when any position is there, opening is there, suppose for one position is open for, or one vacancy is there, then for that one vacancy, some 100 of the applications will be there. In that, only industry selects one candidate. So that one candidate, industry needs to be an excellent. So to be an excellent, we have to develop, or student has to develop from basic knowledge to excellent knowledge, or to get an excellence. So the study should be not for the success, it should be for the excellence. So that particular mindset should be there in the current youth. Then and then only current youth will be capable of doing various things, like not only the services, but they can become an entrepreneur, great entrepreneur, if they change their attitude of getting and success in the industry or profession. If they work on getting an excellence, then success will definitely come to them. There is no doubt for getting the success when they are working on excellence in their educational and professional career. So my message for the youth is to get a knowledge, to acquire practical skills, to get an excellence in the field, not only for the success. Success will follow the excellence definitely.
Thank you so much, sir. That was truly an informative message, and I'm very sure that our audience and students will get benefited by your thoughts. And I once again thank you so much for spending your valuable time with this, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.